Please listen to me, okay? Because this is exactly what you do. This is what I would have done if I were to run Liverpool, okay? This is exactly how you handle it. One, you got to let them go. I guess we never answered the question, which is on the thing is Liverpool bad?
Liverpool is bad, but done. Wrap it up. Liverpool is,
should their fans be worried? Is there a way around this?
I think
I don't think anyone thinks Liverpool's finishing in the top 4. That's not a possibility. It doesn't look like this season.
It doesn't feel like it. There's sort of two things. I think Liverpool are probably worse than we think, and I also think Manchester United are better than we think as well. Like it's
so
like,
you think Manchester United has a possibility of finishing in the top 4? They're in 5th place right now.
Totally. Yeah.
So let me just update everyone. Arsenal, top of the league. They have 31 points.
Yes.
That is 15 more than Liverpool.
Good. More math problems. Yes. Is this bad for Arsenal? Good for Arsenal?
That's double the points, basically.
Yeah. Yeah, they're not catching up. They're not, and even second place, they're
29 points for Manchester City.
Yeah.
You ain't catching up to that. What's the possibility? What's Liverpool's? It's almost hard to say because they lost to Nottingham Forest Leeds. So I can't tell you. Why would I look at the next few matches?
Yeah, they're losing like games that they just shouldn't be losing. So look, are they going to get relegated? No.
No, they're not in danger of being relegated, regardless of what the AI description generates.
But, you know, it doesn't look like they can win consistently enough to even fight for like Europe. I mean, they'll be in the conversation for sure, but this is just such a odd season, and maybe you can chalk it up to just like injuries or whatever, but it's just a bad look. And again, so I still go back to they haven't fully adapted to getting rid of Sadio Mane and bringing in Darwin Núñez and the attacking threat that was Sadio Mane and the attention that he brought opened up opportunities for so many other players that Darwin Núñez does not do that, and they don't have somebody like that to provide that kind of a threat. And so this is, I think, reflective of those decisions to get rid of Sadio Mane and also in Bundesliga is strange too, because Union Berlin are in first place and Bayern is have had a couple weird losses and things like that. So there is. I mean, look, it seems like Bayern needs something more than just Sadio Mane. They need a striker. They hope to get one, and Liverpool are going to need a complete retooling. If Liverpool end the season in 5th place and they go to Europa, we'll have to consider that a good season. Based on where they are right now. Yeah,
that's a good result for them.
Look, I mean,
isn't that crazy?
Liverpool, the standard, they should be fighting with Manchester City every year for the title, and they should always get in very far in Champions League. So that's the standard. We all know that. Their fans are not going to accept, especially if they don't make it, even if they make it to Europa League or Europa Conference League or whatever. That's an embarrassing season, I think.
It is.
They spent 100 million or whatever on
one player.
On one player. No.
Based on where they are right now, I don't think they even make it to a European spot. I don't think they finish in the top. I mean, based on where they are right now, it's really hard to tell. The second half of the season, they can completely change. They can make some major signings in January.
Wouldn't be shocked if they at least finish. I'd be shocked if they finish top 4.
Okay, well then here's a question I have for you. Yes or no? And I want the fans to join in on this as well. Yes or no? Was it a mistake to give Salah the bag?
No. Who are you gonna bring? Well, you've asked this before. I don't know why you hate Mohammed Salah so much. And
I love Mohammed Salah.
You're just like, this man is just a waste of money.
But I really think that when you have a player that like him in his age group.
So give me something new with this response. Let's settle this Mohammed Salah. Where do you stand on every single? Oh, but he has 2 months. He was 1 bad game, 2 bad games. Then he scores 8 goals in the Champions League. It's like,
was signing Darwin Núñez for $100 million a mistake? Yes or no? I would say yeah.
I would say yes as well.
Okay, so then the other question is, you didn't sign a player like Mohammed Salah. You gave him a massive contract.
Yeah. Which
you have to look at that and say you probably should have let him go. Based on the results you're getting for what is it, 350,000? What's he getting?
He's getting a lot of money. But there's
nearly
no
400,000 a week.
You think that there's this abundance of talent just
That's the thing.
roaming the planet? Bro, there's not enough elite footballers in the world.
Here's the thing. You don't need to find elite footballers. You need to find players that become elite in your system. Luis Diaz RSL said no to Luis Diaz.
Okay.
RSL said, nah, we ain't paying 18. We only want to give you 12 million. He gets to Liverpool, becomes an elite player because you're in a system that allows it. I'm not saying Luis Diaz is elite, by the way.
Hold on.
You get what I'm saying? He raises his level because he's in a system that allows you to do that. Mohammed Salah had given you the best he was going to give you.
Okay. There's just too much going on here because Luis Diaz is a good player, yes. Raise his level to blah, blah, blah. The dude has a little bit of sauce, and he's brought it to a sauceless Premier League. So the guy looks like an absolute... Look.
You heard it here, folks. You're Premier League dry, bro.
Look at how people reacted to Anthony from Manchester United doing a spin. Literally, people are having strokes because they're like, how could he spin a couple times?
Bro, I can't believe we forgot to talk about this. Do you care that he spun?
I don't care that he spun.
Isn't it stupid that people are care that he spun?
It's such a... But this is how, prim and proper the Premier League is supposed to be.
The Premier League, bro.
That a guy and he almost like put in a great pass. He just overhit it. But the everybody on the pitch was frozen. They were like, "What is this man doing?"
Everyone's like, "Did you hear a whistle? My man's just spinning, bro.
He's spinning in Old Trafford." I mean, the ghost of whatever Alex Charlton stand or whatever. Right. I don't know the names or whatever. I don't know if he also passed away, but apologies.
Yeah. I think he did a long time ago, by the way.
I don't know.
Remember I'm not saying it, but remember the Chris Rock joke about the rims? They spinning.
Right.
That was the fans because they're racist. Some of them.
No. So this is so Luis Diaz, to me, he did his thing. This is what happened.
Camilo Garcia said Diaz came in with some sazon.
That's right, bro.
That's all it was, bro. He sprinkled in and we're like, what?
Right, because he did the Neymar, when they get a diagonal ball and he traps it with his foot behind the one leg and everybody's like, oh my God, this is the future of the sport.
Wow. He uses other leg.
So Luis Diaz to me is a decent player. The problem, more than decent, he's a very good player.
He's a very good player. I think he came from a fairly really good league and a good team, and now he's at a greater level.
He was at Porto.
Yeah.
And this is a problem with Liverpool and Klopp. Klopp is like, yo, we play you in Champions League. Yeah, yo, that dude kind of made us look a little bit bad. I don't know.
Buy him. Here's how we punish. We may not beat this team again, but we gonna buy him.
And the same thing happened with Diaz. Minamino. It happened with Darwin Nunez when he was at Benfica. And that seems to be the approach of
that's their scouting.
The scouting is like,
who do we play in Europe and how good? Which one was their best player?
And look, a lot of managers do that, and that's common. But Liverpool, they have a little bit of a pattern with it. So we all know it's a gamble. Whatever player you sign, you know what you're getting with Mohammed Salah.
Some teams are better than others at it.
And I agree, right? But if the safe bet is to re-sign Mohammed Salah, give him some money because you've seen what he's done. That's the safe bet. Is it the smart bet? I'm not saying that, but this idea that they're stuck to their financial kind of ways, or they're stuck to
But that's good. It's good to have we have a system that we believe in financially. We don't spend X amount. We don't pay X amount. Everybody stays at this level. You ripped it all apart for what? For what, Liverpool? You said we'll never pay anyone more than $200,000 a week, and then you did it, and that dude ain't even performing. For what? I thought in Europe you don't pay for what you've done. You pay for what you're gonna do. I thought that was the whole process. And then what?
I mean, look.
You blew it all up for what?
I hate that you're making me defend Liverpool. This is just the worst feeling I have. But it's look, Mohammed Salah is a great player, and he could, in my opinion, slot into any of the other 19 teams.
Right.
And
by the way, here's the reverse. You don't re-sign him. He goes somewhere else. He would have played better. He would have bodied the league. And he would have scored multiple goals against you. That's just what's going to happen. But that's the L you got to take so that you don't spend 400,000 bags a week to pay someone that's not performing.
Okay, well,
that's the L you got to take.
There's no
business.
There's no crystal ball that will determine. Like, to me, it doesn't really matter how much Mohammed Salah is getting paid. I don't personally think that his contract is detrimental to Liverpool.
It is if you have an ethos that you sort of run your club by, which is no one gets paid more than 200,000. Now you do.
But if they do that, then why hold them to this standard forever? Like, you keep bringing up about Salah, they regret and blah blah blah.
Because that was like this major decision. How old is Mohammed Salah? 31, 32 years old? Why are you giving this guy 400,000?
Bro, you would have given him more money if you were in that exact position,
me?
Bro. Yeah, you.
No, not me. I would have said, who do we play against?
You know,
buy me those players.
Liverpool fans would have been like, why in the world are you getting rid of our best players?
Yeah, but that's the L you got to take. Yo, it's business.
You just got to take that. It's all business. That's it. Now I'm not affected by anybody's opinion.
What are you talking about? You still took an L. Now you spent $400,000 a week to have a player that had now ruined his legacy at your club.
Okay.
Here's what you do. Can I just say it?
Unbelievable.
Hold on a second.
Unbelievable.
Look, you want to hear it? I'm going to give it to you. Please listen to me, okay? Because this is exactly what you do. This is what I would have done if I were to run Liverpool, okay? This is exactly how you handle it. One, you got to let him go. But two, you don't just let him go, all happy-go-lucky. You got to start leaking bad information into the press and the media.
Interesting.
Right? So you use a couple of maybe some burners, or you pay the media, you leak some bad information, and then you say you're not going to re-sign the player. Not because of that. We still love you, we still stand by you. But now what you've done is you've muddied the waters around that person's name so that the fans aren't mad at you. They're questioning that player. He moves on, has a good season, changes the perception around him. People still say like, you should have resigned him, you should have resigned him, blah, blah, blah. But now you move on and you bring in 3 or 4 players that are a little bit younger, of the same ilk of how you got him and Luis Diaz. And you know what? Maybe 2 of them perform extremely well. And nobody gives a shit about Mohammed Salah anymore.